touch the light, the heat I see in your eyes, in your eyes, in your eyes, in your eyes.
Hi everybody, and welcome to episode 10 of Getting Back to Me, Both Sides of the Story. We're doing something a little bit different this week in that we were able to at least pre-record the content, but it got away from us being able to post it, because normally we like to post on Friday so you guys can have them for Saturday morning cartoons.
Because today's Monday, and maybe it'll get posted today.
Yeah, we'll get posted today.
Okay. All right.
But we were really busy because Friday was the last day of rehearsal for an amazing event we had on Saturday night, which was called
Saturday, not night, afternoon and night, because
Right,
the
2
afternoon
shows.
actually got sold out, and we had great audiences for both performances of The Other Woman, which is the TV pilot that Valerie Woods and Scottie wrote together based on Scottie's book, Getting Back to Me. We have a different nickname for Valerie, so I had to think, that's all. It was an amazing day, and we want to tell you more about it, but there'll be more information on our website.
Yeah, it's on the website and it's on Facebook pages, and we'll come back and do a little bit more justice to it once we get a chance to take a breath. But we wanted to get the video, the Getting Back to Me, Both Sides, out to you guys. The part that we did get was me reading and Marcy's commentary about a chapter that we promised to go back to with you guys.
Chapter 5.
Chapter 5.
What Nothing Sounds Like.
What Nothing Sounds Like.
Because we did part of it in a previous vodcast.
But we didn't explain what nothing sounds like.
But that you might want to know. So that does get explained.
Yes. No, not in the reading, so you have to tell them.
Oh, really?
That's right.
I don't know if I should.
But we promised.
Okay. So as it turns out, and you'll need to know this when you do the reading, hear the reading, is that What Nothing Sounds Like was the sound of Scottie's mother's makeup purse snapping shut, because Scottie had snuck into the bathroom at night, taken the makeup purse, and hid it under her pillow. And when she thought the coast was clear and her parents were for sure asleep, she started to check out what the contents were, and at one point went to snap shut the purse, and it sounded like a gunshot echoing through the whole house. And she could hear her dad's voice say, "What was that, Punky?" And of course, like any self-respecting child would answer, she said, "Nothing." And her dad said in the morning, "Well, we'll see what nothing sounds like."
So enjoy the reading, and
keep joining us. Keep playing.
Yes.
Keep commenting. Visit. You know, we're running fast and want you to be with us. So.
And we realize that there's a lot of you who told us that you've been following us and following these webcasts, but we don't know that until we talk to you like weeks later. So we're gonna keep doing them. But it'd be great if you could, if you do watch them, put a comment on the website so that we at least know that you were here, because we're
or a question too.
tracking. Oh yes, questions. We love questions.
Open to questions. There were great questions at the stage lit performances on Saturday, and we're also doing a fundraising campaign to help us continue our work, and especially get our bodies up to Seattle at the end of June.
We have to pay for the trip.
So little things like that. But that's enough for you now as what Scottie would call a pre-mumble. We'll get into the content now.
Enjoy the reading.
Enjoy.
My dad sold cars, so his hours were 14-hour days. So he didn't get home until like 9 or 10 o'clock that night. So I actually was in bed, shivering, waiting for the executioner's axe. And well, it picks up from there. What was I going to say? If I lied, I would be found out. My parents were mind readers, that much I knew. But if I told the truth, they would try and stop me from being a girl. I wasn't sure which was worse. I hear you. This should have been a sign. I sat in my cell, out of options. This was it. Been nice to know ya. The Grim Reaper was due, and I still had no clue how to defend myself. I fell asleep. It was his Old Spice that I remember hitting me first. He sat on my bed. I felt chilled as he wiped the sleep from my eyes. He was pensive and calm. I felt my eyes fill with tears. I choked back a sob. This was not the time to cry. What were you doing in our bathroom last night? I couldn't make my mouth work. He took that as defiance, and he filled in the gap. Your mother says that the sound of nothing was her makeup purse closing. Dead. Done. Over. You could hear the guillotine sliding down its tracks, cutting edge glinting, the killing blow imminent. My dad had this predator's stare. The pupils of both eyes would dart side to side, but just the pupils, not the eyes. It was as if he was a tiger, probing my mind, deciding if I was really worth a bite. It usually worked. I would crack under this stare and confess to a million crimes I hadn't committed. Well, Punky? He waited for his answer, letting the silence step on my chest. It's only obvious to me now, 50 years later, why I would not surrender back then. That little girl was tough, is all I can say. Finding a strength that didn't exist in any other part of my 7-year-old life. That little girl was going to go down swinging here, standing behind her cover story under pain of death. Nobody was going to tell her what to do. She looked her father right in the eye and without flinching said, Kenny and I were going to be clowns. Oh my God, she doubled down. My father released me from his stare. He sat back, looked at me, x-raying me from head to toe. Clowns, huh? Okay. Well, you've been waiting for the other shoe to drop all day. I think you've been punished enough. Get some sleep. What? Was this a stay of execution? He kissed my forehead. And you should probably stay out of your mother's bathroom, eh? And he turned out the light. Did he know what I was? There's no way he bought the clown line. I told it and I didn't buy it. I've asked this myself 1,000,000 times. Did my parents know I was their girl trapped in this boy's life?